Okay, so open the book, page 92, guys. Okay, so we have for today lesson objectives. We will talk about compare the life with and without the grid. We will know the meaning of grid, and then we will talk about the life between them, right? Next thing, find ways our country can replace utilities, and then we will read the text and answer the questions of the reading. All right, guys? Okay. Before we start, I would like one of you to go and do the word wall. Who would like to participate? Come here, Red. Okay, go ahead. Make it spin. Okay, what is this picture? Give me the answer of this picture. Packaged food. Thank you very much. Okay, choose one of the classmates to participate. Go ahead, Abdurrahim. Spin it. All right. Very good. Choose one of your classmates. Tasser, go ahead. What is this picture? Renewable energy or non-renewable? Very good. Choose one of your classmates to participate. Go ahead, Abdel. Okay, what is this picture? Seaweed. Seaweed. Very good. Choose one of your classmates. Okay, come here. Okay, what is this? Is it a battery or a generator? This one is a generator. Thank you very much. Okay, I will spin it and raise your hand if you know the answer. Okay, we only have two. So what is this picture? Tamim. Solar power. Okay, and the last one is what? A river or a well? Well. Very good. So these words, guys, are related to today's reading. So we will know each one of these utilities, and then we will talk about it. Thank you, guys. Okay, go to your book and look at the page. Okay, so look at this picture, guys, and tell me, which utility do you need the most in your daily life, in your everyday life? Electricity, very good. What else? Internet. All of these? Okay. Water.
AC.
AC. Why do you need these utilities?
To make life easier.
To make life easier. Helping us to do some tasks in everyday life. What else? Why do you need the internet?
To know a lot of things.
To know a lot of things.
To make the city beautiful.
To make the city beautiful. To chat with our family. So it is important to have these type of utilities, right? Okay, so open the book and look at this page. What is the title of today's lesson? Living off the grid, right? And how many pictures we have on the reading? We have 3 pictures, right? Yeah, 3 pictures. And how many paragraphs we have? 7? Yeah, we have 8 paragraphs, okay? So we will listen first, and then I need some of you guys to read to read the lesson or to read the first paragraph. Who would like to read the first one? Okay, Abdulaziz, you will read this one. Okay, we will listen.
Pages
Then
88 and
you can.
89. 8. Reading.
Living off the grid. Imagine heating your home without relying on the local power plant. Wouldn't it feel good to meet your need for electricity without harming the environment? For a growing number of people, these ideas have become reality. Out of concern for the environment and a desire for self-reliance, these people have made the bold decision to live off the grid.
Go ahead.
Imagine heating your home without relying on local power plant. Wouldn't feel good to meet your need for electricity without harming the environment. For a growing number of people, these ideas have become reality. Out of concern for the environment and a desire for self-reliance, these people have made the bold decision to live off the grid.
Very good. Thank you very much, Abdulaziz. So a question here, it says, the two reasons people have decided to live off the grid. What are they? It's on the paragraph. Do a quick.
These people have made the bold decision.
Okay. In doing what?
Quiet.
Okay. According to this paragraph, the two reasons people live out of the grid, to live without the utilities of the country.
Because they don't harm the environment.
Yeah, don't harm the environment, or we can say out of concern of the environment and desire for self-reliance. Okay? All right. These two. Second paragraph, would like to read it? Okay, Abdurrahim. Yeah, go ahead.
Actually is the grid. The grid, short for the power grid, is the linked system that supplies electricity to most homes and buildings in developed nations. Homes that are off the grid are not hooked up to the local power supply. Instead, they produce all of the energy they consume. As a result, people living off the grid avoid the environmental and financial costs that come with on-grid living.
Go ahead.
What exactly is the grid?
Grid, short for the power grid.
The linked system that supplies electricity to most homes and buildings in developed nations. Homes that are off the grid are not hooked up to the local power supply. Instead, they produce all of the energy they consume. As a result, people living off the grid avoid the environmental and financial costs that come with an on-grid living.
Very good. Thank you, Abdurrahim, for your reading. Your reading is perfect. So here a question, guys. What is the grid according to this paragraph? Abdulaziz. Sorry?
The power grid
The power grid. Okay. What can we say also, Abdurrahim?
is the linked system that supplies electricity to most homes and buildings.
Yeah, very good. The link system that supplies electricity to most homes and buildings in developed nations. So basically, when you in your house or in your home, the things that is connected to the supplies that go to your house. Okay, guys? So this is the grid. Okay. Next paragraph, we would like to read it. Okay, we will listen and then you can read.
The key to getting off is replacing electricity supplied by a power plant with a renewable energy source, like wind or solar power. Buildings that use solar power, solar panels on the roofs or near the building. When the sun's light hits the panels collect the energy. Wind power is collected by turbines, also known as windmills. When the wind blows, the blades move, producing energy which is turned into electricity by a generator.
Go ahead.
The key to getting off the grid is replacing electricity supplied by a power plant with a renewable energy source, like a wind or solar power. Buildings that use solar power have solar panels on the roof or near the buildings. When the sunlight hits the panels collect the energy. Wind power is collected by turbines, also known as windmills. When the wind blows, the blades move, producing energy which is turned into electricity by a generator.
Okay, thank you very much. So here, guys, the other energy sources. How does a wind produce electricity? Who can answer these questions?
Energy source like wind or solar power.
Okay. Rahim. So we have the other energy sources. We have a wind and a solar power. How about the wind produce electricity? How?
When the wind blows, the blade moves, producing energy which is turned into electricity by a generator.
Very good. Yes. Which is when the wind blows, the blades move, producing energy which is turned into electricity by a generator. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Next paragraph. Who would like to read it? Okay, Muntasir. We will listen first, and then you can read.
Some people go even further off the grid. In addition to setting up a renewable energy source, they also have an independent source of water. They dig wells to access groundwater or use a cistern, a type of tank, to collect rainwater. Those most committed to living off the grid may even lack garbage service. These people generally live a life that creates very little waste, growing their own organic fruits and vegetables, and raising chickens and goats for eggs and milk. By avoiding the consumption of packaged foods, they greatly reduce paper and plastic waste.
Some people go even further of the grid in addition to setting an enable energy source. They also have an independent source of water. They dig wells to access groundwater or use a cistern, a type of tank.
Cistern.
A type of tank. To collect rainwater, those most committed to living off the grid may even lack garbage service. These people generally live a life that creates very little waste, growing their own organic food and vegetables, and raising chickens and goats for eggs and milk. By avoiding the consumption of packaged food, they greatly reduce paper and plastic waste.
Thank you very much, Muntasir, for reading. So here we have this paragraph, the first paragraph, the two alternative ways in collecting water. What is it, guys? What are they?
Dig wells and use a system.
Yeah. Here, which is you can say, yeah, wells and cistern, which is these two pictures. You can say wells and cistern. Okay. Next paragraph. Would like to read it? Okay.
As challenging as it may be to live off the grid, most off-gridders feel the benefits far outweigh the difficulties. Jorge and Ella Alvarez, off-gridders in northern Arizona, say, "We love being off-grid. It's definitely hard work, but it puts everything in life into perspective. It's surprising to find just how much you can do without. Many people think we have a harsh and depressing lifestyle. Nothing could be further from the truth. We see living off the grid as a gift that has allowed us to be more in touch with nature and each other."
Okay. Go ahead.
As a challenging, is it my ability to live off the grid? Most of gridders feel that the benefits far outweigh the difficulties. John and Ella Albert of gridders in northern Arizona say, "We love being off grid. It's definitely hard work, but it puts everything in life into a person
Perspective.
perspective. It's surprising to find just how much you can do without. Many people think we have a harsh and depressing lifestyle. Nothing can be further from the truth. We see living with the grid as a gift that has allowed us to be more in touch with the nature and each other."
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. So when you read, try to be careful with the punctuation. Do you know punctuation? What is punctuation in Arabic, guys?
الفواصل.
الفواصل أو علامات الترقيم. Okay? When you read, try to take a breather when you see a comma or a full stop. Don't just read immediately. Just take a breather or stop for a moment and then continue reading to have some breath. Okay? All right. Who are off-gridders? Who are the two characters they live in the environmental places? Huh?
Is that the benefits for our way, the difficulties?
Yeah. Who are they?
George and
Ella. Yeah. We have Georgie and Ella Alvarez. Yeah. Okay. These two people live off the grid. Okay. Next. Okay. Tamim.
This view is shared by Wendy Johnston, a mother of 3 living off the grid with her family in Ontario, Canada. Wendy recalls, "In the house I grew up in, we would leave lights on all day, the thermostat up at night, and water running without a second thought. I wanted my children to be raised with more respect for the environment and an awareness of the impact that they have on it. My children don't take energy for granted. I love the fact that they are learning how to take care of the earth while at the same time learning to be self-sufficient."
Okay. Go ahead.
This view is shared Wendy Johnston, a mother of 3 living off the grid with their family on Ontario, Canada. Wendy recalls, in the house I grew up in, we would leave lights on all day, the thermostat up at night, and water running without second, though I wanted my children to be raised with more energy for respect for the environment and awareness of the impact that they have on it. My children don't take energy for generated
For granted.
for granted. I love the fact that they are learning how to take care of the earth while at the same time learning to
be self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
Thank you very much, Tamim. Thank you for reading. So here, guys, we have this paragraph talks about the Wendy's family. Okay, guys. So here, who are the 2 things Wendy wants for her children to learn?
To be raised with more respect for the environment and awareness of the impact that they have on it.
Yeah, to be raised with more respect for the environment, okay, and awareness of the impact that they have on it, the impact that they could recycle and love the environmental places, okay? So what does the pronoun they refers to? Refers to whom?
Family.
Yeah, the family, not the family. Yeah, the family with
The mother and the children.
Yeah, Wendy's children. Okay, Wendy's children. Okay. Next paragraph. Who would like to read it, guys? Okay.
Wendy admits that living off the grid has its difficulties. For example, the Johnston's power usually goes down a few times a year. However, Wendy reflects, "The funny thing is that these often turn out to be some of our best times as a family. The power outages have an unexpected way of bringing us closer together. We read books and play games by candlelight, or we get together and tell stories."
Wendy admits that living off the grid has its difficulties. For example, For example, the Johnson's power usually goes down a few times a year. However, Wendy reflects, the funny thing is that these often turn out to be some of our best time as a family. The power outages have an unexpected way of bringing us closer together. We read books and play games by candlelight, or read it together and tell stories.
Thank you very much. Sorry for reading. So here we have a situation that is quite odd when usually in families or when the electricity cut off in your house, people are starting to sometimes get panic and go with the flashlight or sometimes with the candle to see in the dark. And when this situation happens, guys, usually family go together to stay together and sometimes read books, play games, or tell stories. So in a funny way, when the electricity cut off, the family gather together to have some fun. Okay? So how would this family, according to this paragraph, spend their time when the power goes down? Not the name.
Read books and play games by candlelight.
Yeah. Sometimes, let me ask you a question, guys. When the electricity goes off in your house, what are the things that you usually do when the electricity goes off?
Go outside of the house.
Okay, you can go outside the house, huh? What else?
Play board games.
Okay, play board games with the family. Huh?
Stay together.
Stay together. Very good. Sometimes maybe you can say scary stories to get scared of the dark. Play football outside, right? Not inside. You don't see. What else? What can you do when the electricity goes off in your house? Huh?
They usually sleep.
Oh yeah, sometimes they sleep because no electricity, no air conditioner, so just sleep. What else?
Open the windows.
Open the windows to see the light.
Play offline games on my phone.
Okay, by the remaining batteries in your phone, you can play games until the electricity comes back. So yeah, when the electricity goes off, according to the family, they read books, play games with candles, and go together and tell stories. Okay? So we have the last paragraph. Who would like to read the last paragraph, guys? You read?
No.
You didn't read?
Yeah.
Okay.
Living off the grid entails sacrifices and is certainly not for everyone. But for the thousands of people who have made this bold choice, life off the grid is filled with rewards that can't be matched by the conveniences and luxuries of life on the grid.
Living off the grid entails sacrifices and is certainly not for everyone. But the thousands of people who have made this bold choice, life of the grid is filled with rewards that can't be matched by the convenience and luxuries of life on the grid.
Thank you very much for reading. So here, according to this paragraph, what is the bold choice people do or people have? Abdurrahim.
Living off the grid.
Yeah, people living off the grid, living without the services of the town, right? So the decision to live off the grid. Any questions according to the reading that we have? No questions?
What's luxurious?
Luxurious. The luxurious life that people have some type of ways to live in inexpensive or inexpensive ways to live. Luxury type of rafahiyya, now we can say. Okay? Alright. We would like now to move on to do this exercise in the book. So, okay, go ahead, read number 1, please. The first question.
What are some
Okay. What are some public utilities?
the most of was really often
Rely upon. What are some public utilities that most of us rely upon? The things that every day we need. Like what? I need someone who didn't participate. Like what, guys? The things that every day we need. Every day we use. Give me some example. Electricity, كهرباء. What else?
Water.
Water. What else?
Lights.
The light, okay. We can say
Internet.
the internet,
AC.
AC or air conditioner, which is very important. The phone. Food. Okay. So we have electricity, natural gas, and water. Write your own answer if you want, and write these answers in your book to know the answer here. This is the answer for number 1, guys. Write it down. Okay. Question 2. Define the grid. We saw it on the reading. The definition of the grid.
The link system that supplies electricity to most homes and buildings and developed nations.
Very good. So the link system that supplies electricity. Okay? The link system that supplies electricity, most homes and buildings in developed nations. So write this answer down and put a mark in the reading to know the answer that it is. Okay. The sum, read number 3.
How does wind
Energy, طاقة, work. How does wind energy work, guys? How?
When the wind blows,
Yeah.
blades move, producing energy.
Yeah, when the wind blows, when the wind, okay, sorry. When the wind blows, windmill turn producing energy which is turned into electricity by a generator. Okay? So this is how wind energy work. Write the answer down in the book. توفيق السامي. Okay, question number 4 says, what are some reasons, الأسباب, people live off the grid? Why people live off the grid, guys?
Teacher, I will say it again. A quiet place.
Yeah, you can live in a quiet place without the noise of the city, right? What else?
Out of concern for environment.
The concern of the environment. What else?
Because they respect environment very much.
Respect environment and try to recycle things, and they don't waste some things that is related to the environment. So the concerns for the environment and desire for self-reliance. Okay? So sometimes, guys, try to be recyclable, be a friendly, go green. All right? Go ahead, write this answer down. Okay, when we go to water, what are the 2 alternatives to use public water utilities?
Drink and cooking.
Okay, according to the reading, we have 2 ways. What are they?
How to filter.
Yeah, we have.
Wells and the cistern, a device that collects rainwater.
Very good. So, a private well or cistern to collect rainwater. Okay? اللي هو البير وتانكات اللي تعبي الماء. Okay, write these answers down. Okay, come on. 1, 2, 3, and okay, go ahead, read number 6. اللي قدام. Read number 6.
How could someone reduce this
his. How can someone reduce يقلل من with or her waste or his waste? How? To do what?
Recycle it.
Recycle it. What else? Tamim, when you're trying to reduce the electricity in your house, what do you do usually?
Using electricity with the sun power.
Okay. Or you can limit.
I can limit using power.
Yeah.
And I can using.
Turn off maybe.
Yes.
You can turn off the air conditioner sometimes when it's fully cold in the house. We can say by growing their own fruits, here according to the questions, and vegetables, and raising and tending animals for food. Write this answer in the book. Go ahead. Write with us. Finish, guys? Okay, good. Okay, we would like to do a quick quiz, before the class ends. So we will have 5 minutes to do it. So try to write fast, guys. Okay, your classmate. Okay, if you don't finish, just write the answer from your classmate, okay? We will move on. Don't forget this icon, guys, or this symbol. Keep clean. If you see this, always remember to just don't throw waste on the street or on any place, okay, guys? Keep your environment clean, go green, keep clean. Okay? كلوا واشربوا من رزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين. صدق الله العظيم. Okay? And we have here السعودية الخضراء، رؤية من ضمن الرؤية اللي هي بيخلي السعودية من ضمن الأشجار اللي ممكن يزرعها في السعودية. Okay? زراعة 40 مليار شجرة إضافة بالشراكة مع دول الشرق الأوسط. So, the green Saudi, we can say. Go green. Okay. So, quiz time. We have words that in the reading. So, true or false? I need someone to go and press, is it true or false? Help him, guys. Each one, he goes. Try to give him, is it true or false? Go ahead, come here. Ask your classmate, is it true or false, to make sure your answer is correct. Go ahead, read it first.
Collecting rainwater is an alternative source of water.
Is it true or false, guys?
True. Is it true?
True. Press true. Okay. Okay, next one. Come here, Abdulaziz. Read and then tell your classmate.
We can reduce waste by eating packaged food.
We can reduce waste. Is it true or false?
False.
Yeah, this one is false. Okay? Okay. Go ahead, read the second one. Do it all and ask your classmate.
We can reduce waste by growing our own fruits and vegetables.
True. True. This one is true. Okay, next one.
The word without a second thought means without thinking.
What do you think? True. This one is true. Okay. Green power is better because it is what?
Renewable.
This one is renewable. Okay.
Reasons people chose to live off the grid are
Desire for, just ask your classmate. Desire for environment, concern for the environment, waste garbage.
concern for the environment.
The first two, this one and this one. The first two. Okay? Yeah. Thank you for your participating, and we will stop for today's class. Any questions, guys? Thank you very much, guys. All right? Okay, thank you.